And many of the people that are struggling at work, businesses deemed non-essential.
But a lot of people are confused about what businesses are needed and which ones aren't. CBS 17's Amy Cutler is live tonight getting those answers. Amy.
Yeah, Angela, and there seem like there are still a lot of businesses that remain open. I asked the governor about that. He says they determined which businesses were essential after reviewing Homeland Security's list and speaking with the business community.
These are the businesses considered essential under Governor Roy Cooper's executive order. Many wouldn't surprise you. Pharmacies, the post office, then there's hardware stores. That means Home Depot remains open and full of customers. The Hobby Lobby on Capitol Boulevard also open. It's unclear if they consider themselves an office supply store, which would count as essential. Greg Ford, the chairman of the Wake County Board of Commissioners, called them out on Twitter. I asked the governor about it.
What went into the designation of making a business essential, and what you would say to folks who say the designation too broad?
One of the things that this order does is encourage all businesses to engage in social distancing with their employees and their customers.
Also considered essential, those that provide supplies for COVID-19 essential businesses and operations. That includes computer repair stores.
Every computer that comes through that door is basically a loaded gun.
Douglas Jones tells me the work he's doing just isn't safe.
It's pretty much impossible to sanitize the keyboard properly.
And what's more, the majority of the people he's helping don't fall under the guidelines of the executive order.
We're out here possibly spreading the disease and putting our families at risk, which is terrifying.
Jones tells me he was given the option to stop working, but he makes $10 an hour and lives paycheck to paycheck. He can't afford not to work. Also considered essential, stores that sell electronics, lawn and garden equipment, and bookstores that sell educational material.
Now, the list of essential businesses could change. There is also no clear enforcement. As for that computer store where Jones works, he tells me business is down by more than 50%. Live in Raleigh, Amy Cutler, CBS 17 News.